Welcome back to the show, and our next guest is Mark Elliott. He's from Fluent Finance Abroad, and they are mortgage specialists. And I'm telling you, you have to be a specialist when it comes to mortgages. So complicated. Hi, Mark. How are you?
Hi, Nicole. Lovely to see you.
You too. It's been about a year, I think, since we last saw each other.
A lot of things have happened since then, hasn't it?
It's funny, a lot of things have happened and nothing happened because we're all in lockdown. How was that for you?
The same for everyone, really. Worrying. We're related to property transactions. Obviously, we do mortgages. It's a bit of a worrying time.
When we spoke the last time, all that was on our minds was Brexit. That seems to have taken a very back burner now with COVID, but when you put the two together, how is that affecting the real estate market?
It's a very strange thing, really, because no one's really talking about Brexit. We don't really know what's going to happen because they're still negotiating. We have to assume, in terms of the relationship, we do mortgages for people from the United States, from New Zealand, from all over the place. So we have to assume that British people that want to buy in Spain, they're going to be treated like a Kiwi. The worry is how easy will it be after Brexit with coronavirus thrown into the mix? How easy is it going to be for Brits to get a mortgage later on or to buy a property in Spain? Well, we don't know. So
you're just going through the motions at the moment. Are people looking? Are you having to get more paperwork than ever? Or is it the moment to buy? Is it the moment just to wait?
Since the credit crisis, paperwork is part and parcel. If they ask for one extra bit of paperwork, well, it's not the end of the world. The good thing about what we do is because we're specialists in this, we don't do anything else. So we've done hundreds and thousands of mortgages over the years. So if you're worried about, how am I going to get this organised or like that, you can use an expert like us, and we've got a tried and tested procedure with every single lender.
A lot of people, when they get to an older age here, either want to remortgage their home to be able to live off that money and these kind of things. Is that something you deal with? Because there's a lot of shady things around that.
That's an amazing question, and I'm really happy that you asked me. And tomorrow we're actually launching what we're calling a Spanish lifetime mortgage. So it's basically a home reversion mortgage where you turn your property into a bit of a pension plan where you can release some cash from it and you will receive a monthly income till the day you die. So yeah, we're actually launching that, and this is a highly regulated product, so anyone who's thinking about that can rest assured that it is a regulated product and they will be treated fairly if it is the equity release that we're doing. There are other stuff out there which you need to be a little bit worried about.
Yeah, I know people who've been caught out because they went to the wrong things, but that doesn't mean to say that the right things aren't out there.
Yeah, if you deal with a reputable and knowledgeable company with a track record like ours, you should be all right. If you're going with someone who doesn't have an office or whatever, then I don't know, maybe you should ask some questions about it.
It scares me, not because you guys are doing it, that really makes me very happy that you guys are doing it, but it scares me because I know people who have done it. One case in particular, that when it came to it and needed the money, the small print said, oh, well, the first 2 years you don't get any money at all. And when someone has got a health problem, to then not get that money because you've been tricked by somebody is actually, it is devastating. It can be life-threatening.
That's a strange scenario. That shouldn't really happen.
But if you don't know, how do you know to discern between the company that's rented a temporary space in an office block and here today, gone tomorrow?
It's a nightmare, really, and this is one thing that upsets us as well, because it is very much a buyer beware scenario in Spain. That should worry people, really.
The nice thing actually though is because of the economic European community, a lot of the things that have been updated are coming through because of things happening, people then taking recourse to the European community courts and then having them come back and say, no, in Europe we need to do it all the same.
Yes.
So it seems to be working in benefit, because with real estate, in your profession, having to compete with the fraudster, and not having any validation to say, hey, then we're not the same.
I worked under regulation in the UK. I came to Spain, I'm half Spanish, so I'm a perfect bridge, if you like, because I can read the small print, I know what I'm talking about, and I can translate that to a potential mortgage applicant. The new regulations governing mortgages and everything else is fantastic. You can't call yourself a mortgage advisor anymore willy-nilly. You have to have the qualification. If you ask someone, do you have the qualification, and they say, well, no, then you shouldn't really be speaking to them, because they haven't demonstrated they have the knowledge and the trustworthiness to be able to advise you, really.
Do these things come with guarantees?
If you come to speak to someone like me or one of my colleagues, the chances of us giving you bad advice is much lower.
Well, anything you think is a sure bet maybe is not even a sure bet anymore.
There's nothing guaranteed in life.
Except Fluent Finance Abroad, mortgage advisors being the place to go if you want advice.
Exactly.
That one we've got clear.
That's guaranteed.
That's guaranteed. Well, if you want information about taking a mortgage here in Spain, then Mark Elliott and his team are certainly highly recommendable because he actually likes what he does.
Everyone wants to own their house and they all have dreams and aspirations, and why wouldn't I get a buzz of helping you achieve that? That's why I really enjoy what we do, and I think everyone in our office enjoy it, because when we help someone achieve what they want to do, like I received a nice email today, a young couple buying their first home, and the email I got from them, that there was such joy. If that doesn't help, it doesn't give you a buzz to get up in the morning, then I don't know what else does. Really.
What else does? Well, Mark, it's a lovely thing that you do, and I'm glad that you enjoy it, and it's nice that you can help people. You're right, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
Well, and lovely to see you again. That was
Lovely to see you
really
too,
nice
Nicole.
too.
I'll see you soon.
Nice. Well, that's it for today. Remember, if you want a mortgage, Mark's the guy, Fluent Finance Abroad, and we'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Take care.
We can change if we try.